Hello, everyone. Hello, welcome to this live. Is my audio and video clear to you guys? Can anyone let me know? Hi, Caitlin. Hi, welcome. So happy to see you here. And thank you for the confirmation. Okay, so how are you? And other people also, where you are, joining us from, which part of the world you are here. So, like, this is our 31st session of Wheel of Wisdom, and I'm so happy to have each and every one of you. Um, Anyone here who is, here for the first time? So, is anyone here who is joining us for the first time? Bella says, Hola, everyone. Hola, Bella. Hola. Caitlin says, Good, I am in Hudson Valley, and why? About to drop kiddo at school and start my chores and then hang out. Yeah, yeah. I'm so glad that despite your busy morning and everything, you always, tune in and make me a part of your routine. That's amazing. Yeah, Leslie is joining us from Florida. Welcome, Leslie. I'm so happy that, you tuned in. And yeah, and by the way, happy birthday. Um, I hope that you're having a good day today. Okay, guys. So, today, I was feeling like, skipping on the meditation because I'm not feeling like, guiding any meditation today for some reason. So, as these meditations are always like, what I feel called to share in the moment. So, right now, I'm not feeling that, inclined towards that. But let's see. Leslie says, thank you, you too. Yeah. Bella says, yes, I skipped Saturday. Saturday was okay. Yeah, it was like our kind of a celebration because we just crossed like 30 series, 30, episodes of this Wheel of Wisdom. But yeah, you can catch on to that because we had a lovely time there. We did not only the initial meditation was about like, appreciating the women in our life because it was International Women's Day, but also we did covered a beautiful meditation, which was related to kind of like forgiveness and connecting to ourselves and all of that. So yeah, so in case, you would like to catch up, you can always, catch on the replays. Bella says, I get it. Yeah. Caitlin says, yeah, sometimes we are just not feeling it. Yeah, and that's what I want to honor today. And yeah, and it's okay. Even this is has been kind of a format for the past 30 lives that we did do our initial meditation and then, hop on to the reading part. But yeah, maybe, there are a lot of messages today for us to catch up on. So we don't have the time for meditation today. Caitlin says, but you are here, you showed up for collective and also yourself. I know these sessions can be both nourishing and tiring. Yeah, yeah. Caitlin, I know you get it. So, guys, Caitlin is also another teacher on Insight Timer, and yeah, and she has these amazing lives in which she also teaches crochet, but also like she usually creates something and she is interacting with the audience, which is always lovely. Uh, yeah, so yeah, so these lives are tiring. But today is kind of different. Like I'm not feeling tired as much, but it's just I don't feel like guiding a meditation for some reason. And yeah, I'm just trusting that for now. I okay, now I'm excited, what all messages are going to come through. So let's start with this live. Today we are going to cover a lot and maybe read a lot because we have a lot of extra time today. Caitlin says, ooh, spirit says do it different. Neat. Yeah, yeah. maybe we are breaking our kind of a tradition after 30 episodes or something. So guys, yeah, Leslie says it need not be forced. It's so nice that you guys are so understanding and you guys are going with the flow as I am. And I love that, to have a community like that here, which is so lovely. Okay, so mhm. So let's start with the messages today. And we're going to start with the wheel. So I do see like some new faces here. So I'm going to like share what we do in these lives with you guys who are joining us for the first time, and then we will begin. Um, Before that, let me introduce myself to the new ones. So guys, my name is Anisha Maheshwari, and I have been on Insight Timer for like more than 2.5 years now. And I have like content related to mindfulness, um, um, and some, visualization meditations and stuff like that. Self-soothing techniques. Yeah, so these are some of my tracks. I also like have 7 courses on Insight Timer. Some are related to mindfulness, especially incorporating mindfulness into your daily life and not just, in the formal way, sitting in a quiet room and stuff like that. And also related to overcoming negative thoughts, recognizing, what are the common thinking errors that you are getting into and how to get out of them in terms of thinking, and also related to limiting beliefs. So yeah, that is some of the content that I have worked on Insight Timer. And in terms of like working one on one with me, I work with women. I love empowering them to, reach their highest potential, create a fulfilling life. And yeah, that's something that I do. Leslie says energy flows where attention goes. Yeah, yeah, exactly. So in terms of thoughts, let's pay our attention towards creating something that we want instead of always focusing on something that we don't want. And it's not about um painting it with positive thinking. That is different and that is not helpful. So yes, if you would like to learn more about it, you can always, grab onto one of my courses and just listen to them. Coming back to this live, so what we do in these lives is that I have a wheel. On that wheel, we have name of certain books randomly chosen from the books that I've read in the past 8 years, and we spin the wheel. The wheel spins, and it chooses a book for us to read, to receive wisdom from, and with the open heart to connect to the higher wisdom, to connect with the divine God, whatever you believe in. So yeah, to connect with that consciousness, um we just open ourselves and tune into our own intuition. So either I tune into my intuition or I invite you to choose something. um yeah, and then we read a message. So this is like a general outline, but it would get clearer as I go along. So are you guys ready for today's message? Are you guys ready for today's session? Type ready if you are. Bella says yes. Mm-hmm. Okay, wonderful, Bella. Thank you for initiating. Caitlin says ready, Freddy. Yeah, I hope that you all receive, some guidance in relation to whatever is going on in your life today. That is my intention for you. That is my intention for these lives. Okay, so this is our wheel. And before we spin the wheel, I invite you to reflect, what is it that you need guidance on today? Like, in which area of your life would you like to gain some clarity, direction on, or, maybe some reassurance or support on? So, yeah, feel free to share the general theme in the comments regarding, regarding which you need guidance today. So, yeah, share away, declare it to the universe, to God, to divine, just clearly put it out there that this is something that I need guidance for today. And yeah, set an intention that may I receive that guidance. I'm waiting for 1 minute in case anyone would like to share here in the comments. And then we will spin the wheel and tap into the wisdom for today. Mm, hmm. And also, if there's nothing specific, you can always, type that I'm open to receive general guidance for today, for this week. Caitlin says, I am open to general guidance. It's Monday, but I'm also thinking about grief and the acceptance of the new school opportunity I've been given. Yeah, two major changes in your life, Caitlin. And I hope that you do receive some clear message. You do gain some sense of clarity and some sense of support or love as we read for today. Okay, so let's begin. Mm, Caitlin says it's been a deep morning so far, lol. So I'm excited to listen. Yeah, I hope that you receive what you are here to receive today. Leslie says, I trust the universal consciousness of what is supposed to be today. hmm Yeah, just opening ourselves with trust, with faith, with excitement, with curiosity. Okay, so let's spin the wheel and see what wants to come through today. Okay, so this is, I think, the second time that this book has come. Mm, So, the name of the book is Change Your Life in 7 Days by Paul McKenna. Interesting. And as far as I remember reading this book, it was related to like subconscious and, um, limiting beliefs and stuff like that. So let's see, what wants to come through. Hmm. So, what I'm going to do now is close my eyes, set the intention, tune into my intuition, and yeah, I'm going to choose. I'm going to, not choose, but yeah, I'm going to just stop at a section that feels like this is something that you all here, present here, needs to hear. Okay, let's see what came through. Hmm. It seems like a big exercise. Just a second. Okay, so let's do this exercise. Maybe this was something because of which, we didn't meditate today and save the time in terms of that. So, the name of this exercise is Three Steps to a Wonderful Life. Sounds like a nice title. Okay, so here it goes. There are essentially only three things you need to have a wonderful life. One, a clear direction, that is your dream. Two, a well aligned compass, that is your values. Three, milestones you can visit along the way to your ultimate destination, that is your goals. So, your dream, values, and your goals. So, these are the three things that you need to have a wonderful life. What would you do if you knew you couldn't fail? Hmm. Let's reflect on this. Let's reflect on this maybe. So what would you do if you knew you couldn't fail? Take a moment to think about it. And if you are open, share it in the comments with everyone because it is always, you know, it is also one way of manifesting the so called manifesting. But yeah, it is always nice to declare it to out loud because, sometimes, when we speak out loud, we notice the resistance within us. So yeah. Hmm. Leslie says physical touch or emotional feelings. Mm, I didn't get it. Okay, so the question that I want you to reflect is that what would you do if you knew you couldn't fail? So is there anything that you're not doing just because you have the fear of failure? And if you know that you couldn't fail at it, what would you do? Okay, I missed a message by Bella. Bella says, I agree, yes. So, okay, to the 3 points. Feel with your hands or heart. Mm, Leslie, I'm not understanding. Like, did I say something in relation to which you're responding? What is it that I said? Okay, feel. Oh, okay, okay. No, I meant fail. Fail, fail, fail. Let me type it. Sorry. I think because of my accent. Yeah, so what would you do if you knew you couldn't fail that failure? Okay. Hmm. Yeah. I guess yeah, because of my accent, it was difficult. Okay. Yeah, so bringing some humor into this. Um, yeah. So what would you do, Leslie, and everyone else present here, if you knew that you couldn't fail at it, you won't fail at it, then what is it that you would do? Mm-hmm. Leslie says it is a rather cryptic question. Mm-hmm. I have to Google what cryptic means first of all. Then I will respond. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it is. It is. It is. But it also opens up some things that, you know, these kind of question, help us see our blind spots that we are not able to see at times. So yeah, and maybe it would also reveal that dream component that we discussed about the three essential components to have a wonderful life. So the first one was dream. So yeah, what is it? What is your dream that you're not acting upon just because you fear failure? And if you knew for like 100%, if you were 100% sure that you were not going to fail at this thing, then, what would you do? So if you knew, if someone told you that no matter what you do, um, you know, you are not going to fail at it, then what is that thing that you are going to do? And if you guys do not want to share the answer, and if you're done reflecting, then you can type done so we can move on to the next prompt. And maybe, you can come back to it later. Um, because it's okay if the answer is not coming to you right now. Maybe you can later sit upon it, in your meditation and just put that question out there and see what comes. Or maybe reflect at it at night as you're trying to go to sleep. So let me know when you are done reflecting and we can move on to the next prompt. I'm also thinking what I would do and doing this exercise with you. Hmm. Leslie says perhaps the struggle is that most people have the fear of failure. Yeah, it is there, and that's why men or we all don't try new things. Yeah, many. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, that's why we don't try new things because we think that if we fail then it is going to be, you know if we don't try we don't know, but if we fail then it is going to be a full, like it is going to be a sure proof that we are not capable or we are not good enough in some way. So we avoid trying in order to not let that possibility a thing, because then it is going to be so painful and so unbearable. And yeah, of course, the other emotions that are going to come onto it. Yeah, so when I also tried thinking about it, it was difficult to think, to come up with something definite, because yeah, in order to avoid failure, we all have, I think. designed a comfort zone, you know. Caitlin says, I would explore this new career path I have been handed. Yeah, I'm so happy, Caitlin, that you fall upon that realization because I think as we were discussing, I asked you that question to some modification, and it is so nice that you had that intention. You shared that you want to receive some guidance on that. And it is becoming more and more clearer that the only thing that is holding you back is kind of fear of something. If not failure, then sometimes also it is fear of success, that if I succeed, then I won't be able to, then there would be a lot of change in my life. And and maybe there would be all of these responsibilities that I don't want. So even though we want success so bad, sometimes, there are things that are associated with success that we don't want. And that's why also we are somehow self sabotaging, or we are not taking on that chance or taking on to that opportunity. So there are a lot of these factors. Okay, so let's move on to the second prompt of this. Hmm. I think these questions are quite helpful, especially if you're trying to make a decision in your life. So the second prompt for you all is, if I continue along the present course I am on, meaning if you continue along the present course you are on, where will you end up? Where will you be 5 years from now? So if you continue, basically, if you continue doing whatever you are doing, then where you are going to be 5 years from now. Just imagine that. And it can be in terms of what the answer came up for the previous prompt. So if it was like a career thing and you are confused whether to do this or take a chance on this, then think that whatever you're doing in terms of your career, if you continue to do this, what would 5 years from now look like? Or um, if whatever your relationship is, supposedly there are different areas of our life. So if I continue being the way I am in my relationship, then what's going to happen 5 years from now? How that is going to look like? And once you are clearer about that life, 5 years from now, if you continue doing whatever you are doing right now, then see that, is it the life? Is it the kind of life that you want? Or is it something that you don't want? Because if it is something that you don't want, then right now is the time to take a change, to make a change, to change the trajectory of that course, so that instead of landing here, if you change and shift it a little bit, you can end up somewhere else, a completely different pathway. Hmm. For me, I think, yeah, I like where I'm going, I like what I'm doing, and what is going to come up in the 5 years, especially in terms of my career, coaching. So I like what I'm doing, and I like spending my time in that manner. And yeah, when I imagine if I continue doing what I'm doing right now, the 5 year version looks fulfilled. Mm-hmm. Leslie is sharing that fortune telling ball with all of us. Yeah, let's define our own future right now. Let's take a moment to reflect. Do I want to go um where I am going? Because that is where you are going to end up if you don't change. And maybe where you are going is somewhere you want to go. Then it is okay, it is perfectly fine. So right now it's just about reflecting and making a choice whether you want to continue or not. So, for those of you who have joined just now, I want to let you know we are just we have reflected upon two prompts upon up until now. The first prompt was, what would you do if you knew that you would not fail at it? So there would be no failure at that thing that you chose to do. So what would you do? And the second prompt was, if you continue doing what you're doing right now, then where would you end up? You know, so what would that 5-year version of you look like if you continue doing whatever you're doing right now? So let me know when you're ready to move on to the next prompt. Caitlin says, whoa, that's deep. Yeah, these questions are so insightful. I have like heard of them here and there, but yeah, to just have all of this in one place, it is so amazing. And to do this with you guys is so amazing. I'm still thinking about that first prompt because the answer haven't come to me yet. Okay, the answer came. So, and I want to share with you. So I think what I would do if I was not afraid to fail at it, then it would be, I think, traveling more. Because yeah, to some of you it might feel like, you know, why a fear of failure in terms of that. But traveling is more of uh something that provokes anxiety in me, like a lot, especially traveling alone. So, so as we discussed, we don't do the things that we are afraid that we would fail at because it might prove that we are not capable in some manner, or it might prove something else. So that is something for me. So yeah, if I knew that I wouldn't fail, like I would be able to handle anything that comes my way in terms of traveling, then yeah, I would travel more to places of nature. No, I'm not the adventurous kind, but more of like quiet nature, just sitting and observing and yeah, connecting. So that is something that I would do. Mm-hmm. Hmm. So, guys, would you like me to move on to the next prompt, or would you like to share your response to any of the two prompts that we have reflected upon up until now? Or maybe just press the heart to let me know you are resonating, because it is a lot of silence, which is okay if you are reflecting. Bella says, I think I would explore a new career as well. Yeah, that is exciting. Yeah, so it is in terms of the first prompt, right? Yeah, if you knew if you wouldn't fail. So is there any particular career in your mind, Bella? Or would you just like to, just experience it in terms of, yeah, what is it like to, okay, there is a response. Bella says, that's what I have been wondering. Like, what do I really want to do now? Mm-hmm. Yeah, so you are at that kind of decision making stage of your life, Bella. Bella says, because I don't want to be a nurse anymore. So yeah, I hope that, maybe the next prompts would bring some clarity onto that. But Bella says, so I don't know what. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it is kind of scary to not know, to have that leap of faith and step into that uncertainty. And sometimes, when I was trying to, find my niche, um, I was trying to figure out, like, let's see. Okay, there are a lot of comments before I share my own. Oh, Leslie says travel sounds good. I'm retired. Yeah, wouldn't it be wonderful to experience different places, their culture and the experience of that, and a lot of variety, a lot of vibrant, experiences. Leslie says that's definitely something to explore, Bella. Bella says I have tried working in a gas station a few weeks ago. Mm-hmm. And how was that for you? Yeah, it is. I guess we have this, this remind me of another like question or a prompt, that I love, that I absolutely love that. What do you plan to do with your one wild, precious life? It is from a poem. I'm forgetting the author, I think Oscar Wilde or something like that. Yeah, but what do you plan to do with your one wild, precious life? And it's okay to not know, to not have that clarity, but it is a step to explore, to step in. So, yeah, working at that gas station thing is a wonderful first step, just trying things out is a wonderful first step. Leslie says, and yeah, I have no idea about working at the gas station. Like, how is it like? So, so maybe I'm not like getting something here. Leslie says, I worked in a job for 22 years that I didn't like and still recovering from that. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it is tough, definitely, to get stuck in a place that we don't like, that we don't feel like ourselves sometimes. Or that crosses our boundaries sometimes. Ariana is spreading love. Bella says, "Yes, Leslie, it was fun meeting the people, but that's it. I encountered too many jealous adults within those few weeks." Yeah, so it's not necessarily about the type of work, which it can be. So there are like different elements of a job, you might like some elements, you might not, and maybe by trying this you figured something out. So it's like, I think, a puzzle. We put the pieces together, and then we are like, okay, this seems like something is happening, something is getting created in the process, although we don't know yet that it is going to be perfect. But yeah, it is just happening, something is happening. So yeah, I think it is for some people, at least. I don't know about all, but yeah, that we don't know. We don't have the clarity when we start, but it comes as we go along, and we just have to try whatever we think we can think of, or whatever we think is the next right step. So you don't need to know the whole pathway, just the next step, and that's it, and that's okay. Bella says a lot of people kept feeling that I didn't belong, so I just went ahead and told them I am a nurse in real life, lol, because some of my old coworkers came in being loud saying, um, why are you here? Okay. Yeah. Mm. It is it is natural to to hold on to that anchor or something that you know, like I'm actually a nurse in real life. I'm just doing this right now. So yeah, to fall back on our comfort zone or something like that. Um, Ratul says hello, Anisha. Hello, Ratul. Welcome to this live. Ariana says grateful for work experiences, but also finding meaning in the mundane. Yeah, exactly. We forget about it. We so forget about it because that is, of course, work is a major area of our life, but so is the mundane. And in fact, like I value that so much that I actually ended up creating a whole. On that. What was the course name? Let me like, you know, I don't remember the titles. I know the content and everything, but with the titles, I have to like rack my brain so that, people connect with it, which is very difficult. Um, Creating a course is something else, but yeah, to make it more relatable, it takes a work, and I don't kind of like that part, to be honest, to, c- come up with something that can attract or, attract people. Yeah. Okay, we have some comments. So let's see. Leslie says, I actually like my job and most of the people, but I had a very toxic boss. hmm Yeah, and that's where, what I mentioned, we have certain elements that we like and certain elements that we don't like. And as like some of us, like, Bella is trying things out, we can pick upon and we can see that this is something that I like, or this is where I feel like myself, or this is where, even if I'm not good at it, but I enjoy it, or I would love to learn more about it, like that. So, and it is difficult to deal with people, who violates our boundaries and who are not so kind. Velase is right. Honestly, when I was meeting new people, just handing out compliments, it was wonderful. Leslie, that gas station manager lady was toxic. But it's so nice that, you made people stay by a compliment because it can go a long way, of course. So, yeah, this is something that you like, spreading kindness, spreading happiness, spreading a smile on other person's face. And maybe when you think about what to do next, that can be something that can be a major factor in deciding that. Bella says, I feel sorry for the people that have to deal with her. So I know what you mean, Leslie. She was a very jealous lady. Bella says, yes, Anisha, and it was great being kind to people. Yeah, it is. It is, there have been so many studies done that spreading happiness actually leads to our own happiness. And in fact, sometimes, spreading happiness can lead to even more happiness. I don't know how to quantify that, but yeah, compared to when we are trying to make ourselves happy, which is also good, which is also good. It is important to make ourselves happy. Um, okay, so let's move on to the next prompt. Yeah, before that, I was mentioning about the course. Yeah, so in case you are interested, you can check this course out on, mundane, that Ariana mentioned, finding meaning and joy and magic and love in the mundane, because that does consume a lot of part of our life. So the course I had on this was break free from monotony without changing everyday routine. So you can check that out on my profile in case you're interested. So guys, let's move on to the next prompt now. Um, Bella says, I was also giving out free products. I I be feeling bad for folks at times when they may not have. Yeah, that is so amazing and so kind of you, Bella. To to provide, to share your joy, your abundance with all of these people. Wow. Okay. So, our next prompt is okay. So, jump ahead to the end of your life. Okay, so imagine that. And yeah, so jump ahead to the end of your life. And now think, what are the three most important lessons you have learned and why are they so critical? So I know it hasn't happened, but just, imagine that you are at the end of your life and you're reflecting back on your life and you're thinking of the three most important lessons from your life. And yeah, why are they so critical? Why are they so important to you? What makes them the three most important lessons of your life? And just share it with everyone if you feel so, let them also be exposed to the wisdom that it might take a whole lifetime for you to gain. Okay. Um, Hi Jessica. Hi. Wonderful you are from Maryland. Wow, it's so nice to, have you here. So, guys, Meerut, it's somewhere where I live. Wow, it's so amazing. Bella has already come up with a piece of wisdom, especially based on the experiences that she has shared. So, the one wisdom that she have for all of us and that she has came upon after reflecting is that always be kind. And that is a gem, always be kind. Yeah, this reminds me of something, you know, in addition to this, that always be kind to people, because we don't know what is going on in their life. And and another addition that Leslie made is that always be kind to others as well as yourself, because that's where the whole circle is completed. So not just giving out and out and out, but also fulfilling ourselves and our needs and giving ourselves the resources. So, yeah, it is important to keep a balance of both of us. And it's also not, and they are not like the extremes of, a thing, because it's only when you are feeling it's only when you have the resources. If you are feeling, peaceful or fulfilled at your end, then, then sharing from that place can impact the other person at such a huge level. So it's not about, so when we try to help others from a place of, you know from when we try to help others, in terms of doing something that would deplete us and take away the joy from us, or make us feel fully exhausted, then on energetic level, it don't create such a bigger impact, and the energy that we are giving out is not that of pure, like, unconditional love, or peace, or like all of the wonderful higher frequencies, but we are acting from a low frequency stage. So yeah, so focusing on both yourself as well as others. Okay, let's see what other people have to say. Bella says it makes such a difference. It sounds so small, but it's really a big thing. Because, like you say, you don't know what is going on in someone else's life. Yeah, it does make a big difference, and even just that seemingly small act of complimenting someone can make their day, can make them smile, and maybe they were having a bad day, and that can turn their mood around, and at least for a while, if not like longer. So, yeah, just creating those ripples, and maybe in that time when they got happy, receiving your kindness, then they did something else for someone else. Okay, let's see the comment. So fast says, always resolve conflict or communicate. You are wanting to resolve as you may not get to. Mhm. Something I learned when I never get to say sorry to a friend aged 12 as she passed suddenly. Wow, that must have been so painful, you know, to not get to say that. And thank you for sharing that piece of wisdom. And I can see that incident impacted you at such a deeper level. And you have taken away a lesson from that, a big lesson. And maybe after this life, if you want to, then maybe write a letter to her saying everything that you needed or wanted to say to her, if that's something that you want to do, because sometimes that has been helpful to some of my clients to just say, to write it in a letter. Either it is a letter that they wanted, like either it is the things that they wanted to say to someone, or you know Faz says, it took me 25 years to get over the guilt. I appreciate your acknowledgement, Bella and Anisha. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it is. You know, I can't imagine what it must be like you, because when we make a mistake we keep on replaying it in our minds, and thinking that I should have said that or this or that, or how can I make amends. But yeah, in this situation, it must be so very difficult to move on from that. A tight hug to you, Paz. Mm. Bella says, I can imagine, Paz. Wow, but I'm glad you cleared your heart. Yeah, it is such a big burden to carry around. Okay, let's see. We have another comment. Sue says, when people smile, it makes everyone much happier. Yeah, it is, isn't it? You know? Um, and when we do forgiveness work also, like we it's very helpful to remind ourselves that when someone does something that is hurtful, they're doing it from a place of pain. Because of course, if person is peaceful and fulfilled and content at their end, then they don't go around being rude or causing pain to others. So so maybe we don't see beyond the exterior, beyond the fake exterior, but there's some part of them that is or has suffered, that has caused them to be the person they are. So yeah, so if a person is happy, if you make them happy by a compliment or by anything that you do, by an act of kindness, then it is going to ripple out in a very good manner. Paz says, oh, oh, thank you. Okay, so let's move to the next prompt. Or would you guys have any other piece of wisdom to share any other lesson that when you are at the end of your life and you would be reflecting, so what other lessons what would be the most important life lessons that you would have gained? So is there anything else that you would like to share before we move on? Leslie says guilt is so burdensome, which may also be released spiritually from your heart, Faz. Then your spirit will lift for yourself and others. Then your spirit will lift for yourself and others. Yeah, it is. It is such a heavy burden to carry for yourself. And also, when we are carrying this within ourselves, that pain, then we also devoid people that are already in our life, that are currently in our life from the whole of us, from from that free spirit that we are. So, yeah, it is also an act of kindness, not only to yourself, but also to the other people that are part of your life. Because, as we said, if we are at peace, then we are less likely to create pain, or when we are even unintentionally, So, yeah, we are more likely to spread more happiness and peace in the lives of others. And we don't need the pain to remember the lesson, because sometimes we feel like we need to hold on to that thing to remember it, to not repeat that again. But we can take away the lesson and leave away the, pain, which can be difficult because we also have to forgive ourselves for doing that. But it is, but it always helps that it is going to benefit not only ourselves but others also. So give us a bigger reason for us to forgive ourselves. Let's say Caitlin says regret is a heavy thing to hold. I don't like to think of myself as making mistakes in my past. It was more I made choices and I was living my life and learning lessons. I agree, Caitlin. Bella says. Yeah, it is so true. We were doing the best we could with the knowledge that we had. And also with the mental state or the physical state or whatever state you were in at that time, you were trying to do your best. And sometimes, yeah, that best might not seem enough, but it was still your best. Caitlin says yes, super fragile at times. Yeah, I hope you all were here and we all could just either hug each other or maybe just look into each other's eyes and see the humanness within all of us, that we all make mistakes and it's okay. you know we are trying our best. You and me and everyone here is trying our best, and that's enough. Cookie says yes, I agree with that, Anisha. Thank you, Cookie, for coming back again and yeah, sharing that. Caitlin says, that was an on point reflection. Yes. Villa says, I know. Yeah. Okay, guys. So let's move on to the next prompt now. We are getting a little bit emotional, there's nothing wrong with that, of course. Hmm. Okay, Caitlin is sharing her reflection on the prompt, the answer to the prompt. So, she would like to share some four agreements mixed with some DBT. Nice combination. Let's see. Always do your best. Some days this is better than others, but we can always do better. Yeah. Yeah, there is always a scope for us to grow and to expand. But on the days that we did whatever we did, it was our best given the state we were in, given the knowledge we had. So, yeah, that is a nice intention to have to hold in mind, that always try to do your best. Thank you for sharing that, Caitlin. Okay, so let's see our next prompt. Hmm. Sorry, that is a nice one. Okay, so our fourth prompt is think of someone that you deeply respect. So take a moment to think of someone that you really, really respect. And if you feel like you can either share their names or you can share the first letter of their names just to keep the anonymity. Yeah, so think of someone that you really respect. It can be a person from your life, it can be a character, or like a person that you don't know but like is a big inspiration for you. Yeah, so think of someone that you respect. Choose someone. Hmm. Hmm. Thank you, Bella, for letting me know you are thinking. Okay. Leslie says, my mother, who is no longer in this realm, the most generous person I have ever met. Wow. Yeah. Thank you for sharing that with us, Leslie. And I hope that, I'm sure that she is surrounded with all that loving energy that she so, generously gave away in her lifetime. So we will wait for maybe one more comment and then I would like, share the follow up comment to this, follow up prompt to this. Okay, Catherine says, my very first boss out of college. He was like a father figure. Wow, that is so wonderful. It's amazing to hear that, Catherine, you had that kind of a connection with your first boss. Wow, thank you for sharing that. Hmm. Bella says, I would have to say my grandma, who is also no longer in this realm. Yeah, it is so amazing, that all of these people, amazing souls, wonderful beings, had such an impact on all of us, on your life. We carry them in our memory, we carry their essence with us, even though they are not no longer in this particular realm. Michelle says, Leslie, my mother, same. Mhm. Wow. Yeah. There are a lot of people who, yeah, who so much respect their mom. Wow, that is so amazing to see. Terry also says, I also thought of my beloved mother, um, mom who also passed away. Hmm. She was very kind and generous. Wow. Yeah, okay, let's take a moment, all of us, to place a hand on our heart and send all of these loving souls that everyone mentioned, their moms and someone else from maybe our life, and send some love their way, knowing that they are surrounded We know that they are already surrounded by all that love that they gave away in this lifetime, but also sending them our love, letting them know that we love them, we appreciate them, and we admire them. And thanking them for the kind of existence that they had in this realm, for the kind of legacy or the kind of essence that they left in this world. And whenever you are ready, taking a deep breath in and out, letting go. They all are well. Okay, let's see. Leslie says wonderful beings. Yeah, that's why I love calling my community wonderful beings. You all are so full of wonder. Leslie says super emotional. Yeah, yeah, opening our hearts to all of them, to people we know from our life and to all the kind and generous people that here people mentioned because yeah, they were kind, they were nice, they deserve our respect in that manner, even though we don't know them personally. But we know that they were kind and they spread around love. So yeah, sending them some of that. Thank you for all the hearts and spreading love here in this space. Bella says yes. Hmm. Okay, Caitlin says, my immediate thought was hubby, but then I took a breath, and my dad, who transitioned 4 years ago, popped into my mind. Fast says hugs your way, Anisha. And I'm sending you all a warm hug. Caitlin, Faz, Michelle, Bella, Leslie, and every one of you who is here, who had to go through all that, you know, who had to go through all that grief and loss, and knowing that we are still in touch with them at some level. Maybe we are not aware of it, but we are, and their presence, their beingness, their essence, their love is still with us, all of us, and in this realm also, in some manner. Okay, so guys, now we remember all of these wonderful beings. Then the follow-up prompt for this was that now you think of someone who you deeply respect. I think you already did, but still, I'm just speaking that prompt out loud. So, describe three qualities in this person that you most admire. So, yeah, share away anything apart from kindness and generosity if you want to. Just share away What are the qualities of this person that you really admire that makes you respect them so much? So, what are the three qualities of this person that you admire? And until you do so, let me take a moment to share some things. Okay, we have comments. Okay, I will share later. Caitlin says loyalty, stoicism, and sense of humor. Wonderful combo. Leslie says selflessness. Beautiful. Hmm. So maybe, since you admire that so much about them, maybe think of one thing, one action step that you can take, one thing that you can do to embody that quality. Just choose maybe one quality of theirs and think of one action step that you can take this week to bring that quality into your life, to embody that. So maybe someday, others would would admire you for that, would respect you, would remember you for that quality. Okay, Leslie shares other qualities. Unconditional love, be a reflection of that love. Bella says courage, a wonderful quality to have. And the other quality Bella mentioned is integrity. Big ones and important ones. Caitlin says, I remember doing an exercise on values, and we had to imagine what we thought our parents valued. It was an interesting exercise. Yeah, it is. It is. I think I actually did a similar exercise past week, I think. Yeah, and it is always very insightful to reflect on that. So thank you for sharing that, Caitlin. Faz says resilience. Wow. Yeah, that ability to bounce back no matter what happens. Admirable. So, guys, now that you reflect on that quality, can you think of one action step that you can take to embody that quality into your life, to live by that, at least today or maybe this week? Cookie says resilience is my middle name. Yay, more power to you. Wow. Yeah, so that is something that you have acquired or, from that person that you respect, or maybe, yeah, that is something that you are, which is so wonderful. Leslie say, yay, Cookie. Yeah, it is so wonderful, you know, to see all of you guys, celebrating each other in this manner, supporting each other in this manner. I love this. I love this community. Cookie say, yes, from my grandmother and my mother. Wonderful. Yeah, yeah, strong women coming one after another. Wonderful. Leslie say, Leslie say, I believe that's where all of my strength comes from. Yeah, it is so amazing to appreciate those sources, from where all of these wonderful qualities that we have learned or acquired or is feel inspired by to inculcate, in ourselves. Cookie says, I had my first child at 14. Wow. Bella says, oh wow, Cookie. Yeah, wow. And I had five by 26. Oh my god. Amazing. I can see not only resilience, strength is also like, you know, one of the wonderful qualities in you. Hmm. Cookie says she will be 45 in August. I turned 59 in January. Wow. This is so amazing, being in the presence of power. Bella says, oh, wow. Yeah, that is amazing. Hmm. Okay, let's see. So, the next prompt for us is, who are you at your best? So, how would you define yourself, when you are at your best? So, maybe come up with adjectives, if that's something that resonates. So, who are you at your best? Cookie says, I don't look like my past because my past has taught me the lessons I needed to learn to overcome any adversity. Yeah, we all, we all can definitely say, how much you have grown and how much courage you have, and carrying with you all of these lessons. Leslie says, happy belated birthday, Cookie. I am 69 today. Yeah. And yeah, happy belated birthday to you, Cookie, as well. I missed on the, month. And Leslie, happy birthday to you too. Wow, we all are happy that you are here, that you exist, both of you and every single one of you, because your existence is enough. Cookie says, at my best, I'm kind, generous, loving, and caring. Yeah, it is. It is such a wonderful combo of the yin and yang, Cookie, we see within you, like the kindness, lovingness, and caring, energy, as well as the strength and power and resilience. Um, Cookie says, I'm the caring, courageous, cruising to the top to colossal success, Cookie Williams. Yay. Wow, I love the way you expressed that. I felt the power when I was reading that comment. Okay, let's see. I missed some comments. Bella is wishing happy birthday to both of them. Caitlin says, okay, so how she is like when she is at her best is, Caitlin is delightful. Uh-huh. That you are, that I can guarantee from, the time I have spent in the lives with you. And Caitlin is expansive, glowing, happy, light-hearted, fun. Wow, that it just created an image of a child in front of my mind, a happy child. Let's see. Uh, Fast says, wowzers, Leslie. Cookie. Okay, I've read that comment. Leslie say, I know. Bella say, at my best, I'm caring, focused, and passionate. Wow. I think an amazing combo again, you know, with the combo that definitely results in success and yet, the groundedness and the humbleness. Um, Gail is supporting Cookie, saying, you go, Cookie. Uh, okay, okay. So let's see. So, our last prompt for today, guys. Leslie says, I'm always kind and caring and emote happiness to others, especially kind to those who serve us in all aspects of life. That is so nice. Yeah, it is so amazing to hold this space where you guys are recognizing yourself, acknowledging yourself, celebrating yourself and each other. That is so wonderful. Okay, so moving on to our last prompt for the day. Leslie say, be kind, it is contagious. Yeah, and we want to get infected with that kindness. Okay, so the prompt is, what one sentence inscription would you like to see on your tombstone that would capture who you really were in your life? So, what is that one sentence that you would like on your tombstone, to be that would represent who you really were in this lifetime? What is that one sentence? I had this like idea right now that it would have been so amazing if we were like maybe, if we knew each other, and wouldn't be so amazing to just ask each other to say maybe, three things about us that they like. That would be amazing. But alas, we meet in this like virtual space and yeah, for a limited time, but it would be a wonderful exercise. Okay, so Leslie says, will you please repeat that prompt, Anisha? Sure. Okay, so the prompt is, what one sentence inscription would you like to see on your tombstone that would capture who you really were in your life? He says, in all that I did my best. I did my best. Yeah, it is amazing. No regrets and trying our best, going with the motto that someone else come up before. Bella says, um, okay, I don't know why. Yeah, I don't know, I know. But yeah, I was trying to figure out that slang. Yeah, okay. Um, Bella says, I don't know why herself came to picture in my head on my tombstone. Hmm. Which is so amazing. Wow, okay, I just got it. Yeah, sorry for processing so slowly. Yeah, but wow, yeah, you were yourself, Bella. That is such. Okay, this reminds me of that quote, in this world that is constantly trying to change you, being yourself is such a win, I think, something like that. But it is so amazing. Yeah, you were yourself. Leslie says, she spread love and kindness to all. Yeah, such a sweet message. And anyone that came to that, and read that would be filled with so much love and maybe gratitude. Terry says Terry was a warrior of light. She spread joy, love, and was an inspiration to many. Wow, that is such a powerful and empowering, sentence that you came up with. Beautiful. Thank you for sharing that. This is so amazing to reflect in this manner. And yeah, gain a larger perspective and also directly see what is really important to us, how we want to be in this life. And that's when I work, that is my focus, to shift the focus from having things that, would fulfill you to becoming someone that you want to be, because that is something that really fulfills us. And I also feel in some way help us fulfill what we are here to do, you know, to be the highest and the greatest version of ourselves. Okay, let's see. Bella says that's really good as well, Teddy. Wow. Yeah, it is so nice you guys are getting inspired by each other. Leslie says, beautiful comments here. One of the many reasons I love your sessions here, Anisha. Yeah, thank you. I love the space as well, the community, the people here are so amazing. And what they bring here is so amazing. That's what makes the space that is. Terry says, oh, thank you. Cookie says, I'm still thinking it's a big statement. It is, isn't it? Yeah, take your time to think. So, and by the way, guys, I forgot to mention for those of you who are joining us for the first time or who missed maybe, I do have a little community on Insight Timer. The name of that community is Wonderful Beings. So you can, like, if you are interested to continue this, maybe, to connect, to have a space, another space to connect, then you are welcome to join that community. You can search on Insight Timer. Wonderful beings in the search box, or you can go to my profile and scroll till the end, and you will see wonderful beings there. Um, and also, I when this live is over, within like 5 minutes or so, I post everything that we read. Today, we didn't read actually. It was more of a reflective prompt session, journaling session kind of. Yeah, so I would post the prompts there after the session because even though this is getting recorded, it takes like 1 hour to be uploaded on the channel. So, yeah, so if you want to watch it again, you're welcome to. You can access the replay by going to my profile in the About section in the link tree. You can see that. And yeah, and if you would like immediate, access to the prompts, you would like to remember them by or maybe reflect more, then you can join that community and I will post them as soon as I can. Uh, Sorry. Mm, let's see. Yeah. Cookie says, I learned from Dr. Stephen Covey's book, Seven Habits of Highly Effective People. One of the habits is begin with the end in mind. Wow, thank you for sharing that, Cookie. Yeah, begin with the end in mind, and that's what we did today. Reflecting on our life by looking at the end of our life, because that really puts things in perspective. Let's see. Leslie says, of course, send, send the wonderful positive energy that you create on this live. Thank you, Anisha. That's okay. Yeah, this is just an exchange of energy. You guys made this possible. You guys make this possible for me to be myself. And yeah, to know that this is a safe space where I can be myself and be appreciated. So it is, I'm grateful for that to all of you. Okay, so few more things. First, I'm going to wrap this, prompts thing. So by completing this, what the author mentions, um, yeah. So the author mentions next is now that now make a list of the most important things that emerged from answering these questions. So you can, if you want, you can like go back and take a screenshot of your answers if you haven't written it somewhere, or you can watch the replay. I have read everyone's, comment. So whatever you like. Yeah, so Make a list of most important things that emerged from answering these questions. Be sure to look beyond any material things on your list to the states of being which lie behind them. Again, it's important to not focus on the having part and focus on the being part, because we think once we have that, we would be peaceful or happy or all of these things. Um, but you might have realized by now from the life you have had so far that that's not always the case. So make the being a goal instead of having things. Cookie says, where can we find the replay? Okay, Cookie. Here is where you can find the replay. I will show you. So, like when you open my profile on Insight Timer, which is Anisha Maheshwari, and you go to the About section, like About Me. So when you scroll down, you would see this link there. So when you click on the link tree, you would see Wheel of Wisdom replay, and the number of this replay is 31. So it would appear like after 1 hour. Um, but you feel free to like explore the previous replays also if you would like to, because I have like created a playlist there. So what I invite all of the people is that when you check that out, just imagine a number between 1 to 31 and choose a number whatever comes up for you, and then watch that particular video with that number, because I have numbered each and every one of them. So yeah, and that's how you can also receive some guidance or tap onto that wisdom, once you open yourselves and trust that universe or God or divine or consciousness. um yeah, so you can do so even when I'm not going live, which I am going to take a break. So I want to like let you all know who are present here that I'm taking a break between 11 to 15, because my birthday is falling in between, and also we have a major festival in India here, Holi. So it's a festival of colors. So yeah, that's what I'm taking a break to celebrate, to have that leisure time as well. So I'm going to probably have the next live on 16th, I think. Um, Paz says, thank you for this lovely session. Thank you, Paz, for being here. I do have one more announcement to make, especially for all the women here. I'm giving out a gift. So, Cookie says, happy birthday. Yeah, thank you so much, Cookie. That is so sweet of you. Um, and one of the reasons for which I'm giving the gift also because I want to uh, do something more meaningful with my existence. Bella says, yes, this was so wonderful, Anisha. Thank you, Bella. It's so nice to receive that love from you all. Okay, so guys, the gift. So I started this as a Valentine's gift, spreading love. Um, but I choose like I thought I would do that for like the February month, but I'm now extending it for now at least till my birthday month. So till March. Cookie says you are so sweet. You're always giving gifts. Thank you for acknowledging that and appreciating that. Yeah, I would like to do my act of kindness, my part in whatever way I can to bring some ease into your life, because that is like my major aim. Um, yeah, so the gift is I am offering a powerful coaching conversation with me. So, if you are a woman who is interested in a free 1 hour coaching session with me, then you're welcome to message me. You can do so like on Insight Timer. You can go to my profile, and there above, if you're following me, the follow button would have like converted into a donate button. Above it, you would see three dots, sorry. Click on the three dots and you will see message teacher option on Insight Timer. So you can here message me that you're interested in that and you want to grab onto that gift. And I would love to have that conversation, because the past conversation have been really fruitful to the amazing women that I have talked with. So if you want to gain some insight, gain some guidance, some clarity, some support, whatever it is that you need, You're welcome to message me, and I would love to offer you that gift and bring some ease into your life. So, yeah, so this offer is to all the women present here. And also, if you know of certain women who is not present here, but you think that she would benefit from working with me, then you're welcome to send her my way. And I would love to have a chat with her and have that conversation with her, offer that same thing. Um, and if you are a man, then I don't work one on one with male, but I do have certain things. So that you can benefit from that I have created um to the best of my ability that I can. So of course you have my content on Site Timer, like my tracks and my courses, but I also have a free course. So again, if you go to that link tree in the about section of my profile, there is a free course, which is also in relation to this, becoming your best self, becoming rather than having, shifting that mindset and also understanding all those elements. So if you are interested in that, you can check out that course, and it is also completely free. So it is my gift to you all. Let's say there are some comments. Gail says, "Happy birthday. Thank you for your gift." Thank you so much, Gail, for your kind wish. Thank you. And thank you for being here. Let's see. Leslie says, highly recommended from Leslie. Wonderful experience. Thank you so much, Leslie, for sharing that. I'm so happy that you had a nice time in the conversation. Thank you so much. That is so sweet of you. Terry says, Anisha, you are such a sweet soul and happy future birthday. Birthday. Wow, interesting. Thank you so much, Terry. Thank you. It's so nice to receive that compliment. Bella says, how cool. I need to remember this. Thank you, Anisha. Yeah, feel free to message me, Bella. And I would love to offer you that. Um, Gail says, thank you for your generosity. Thank you. Cookie says, thank you for that, Anisha. Terry says, very kind and generous of you. Thank you for all of you, to acknowledge that and to appreciate that. It means a lot. Okay, guys, so we are at the end of the session, and yeah, and if you like the session, if you enjoyed it, if you found some value in it, and if you would like to give back, if you would like to support me in any manner, then you can do so by like making a donation. There might be some button here that says donation. So if you can and if you would like to support me, then I would really appreciate it. Cookie says I will be in touch for the session. Yeah, definitely. I would love to have a conversation with you, Cookie. Leslie says enjoy your well-deserved break, hoping to catch up soon. Yeah, me too, Leslie. I am too. And thank you for your wishes for my break. Bella says have a great day and night, everyone. Yeah, have a wonderful day and night, everyone, as well. Okay. So thank you for being here. Thank you for your presence, for your interaction, for all these wonderful hearts and all the compliments. And I really appreciate you, each and every one of you. And quick reminders, this is getting recorded. You can catch on the replay. Um, I'm going to post what we covered in this in my community, Wonderful Beings. So you can, join that. I would love to have you. Third, you can message me to grab onto that gift, and I would love to offer you that free coaching session. And fourth, if you would like to donate, if you would like to support me, then you can. And if you cannot donate, if you, for some reason, that's okay. You can support me by following me. You can listen to my tracks and everything. So, yeah, that's it. That's a wrap. Leslie says, peace and love to Anisha and all. Yeah, sending you all lots and lots of love. Bye bye. See you on 16th. I haven't created a live event yet, but I would. So you can follow me, of course, to get notified when that, goes live. Okay. Bye bye. Take care, everyone. Namaste.